All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I almost was not going to make videos today, but there's just far too much happening to not. So I'm going to try to do two videos today. This first one is going to be MULN, NVOS, and TTOO. Look, NVOS and TTOO, generally speaking, I don't make videos back to back. I'll maybe do it one every other day. I've kind of been doing it for those, but I think I need to look at them back to back again. And it's funny because NVOS was so close to taking off, but I legit think Mullen stole that thunder. And this Mullen move, look, this 65%, literally came in the last 2 hours. You know what I mean? So we'll look at Mullen a couple different ways for sure. We're obviously going to talk about NVOS. I think I'm still overall happier than scared. But again, I thought today was going to do more with NVOS. And look, TTOO, one more time. I'm still seeing more bad things than good, all right? Clearly, anything can happen with that stock. Nothing to do with FDA, more about volume, all right? But yeah, TTOO, again, you know I'm not here to like diamond hand or HODL, none of that noise, right? Like we're letting these colorful lines, these computer-generated lines help us make, you know, emotionless decisions, right? So before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are none here because obviously we just did another reverse split, right? But I will draw some horizontal support and resistance lines up here. And then when we are done up here, we will use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad if you disagree. Look, I'm telling you, anything you can do really does help me out with these YouTube algorithms. But for real, just being here, giving me your time, man, I'm so grateful for it, all right? And hey, if you haven't already, check out the Discord group. Look, we're obviously having a lot of fun. The big thing is I can just scroll up quickly. Look, I mean, they were starting to talk about Mullen almost as immediately as it happened. CMAG, she caught it at the first 20. I mean, the group made some money on this Mullen day, all right? So I'm not here to, you know, I hope you made most, if not all of it, all right? I'm just here to talk about the realities of this chart, all right? And if you watched my last video, today did what my last video said, and I'm going to say it again, all right? Just look at this stock. I'm ignoring this reverse split, and I'm ignoring this because it has nothing to do with it. Look, once Mullen lost all the moving averages, it ended up really struggling with the 8 and obviously the 20, all right? The green and the orange. It falls very far from the 8. It comes to the 8. It falls very far from the 8. It comes to it. It falls. Hey, it's able to break. Can't get over the 20. And it basically repeats that all the way through here, all right? Again, you can see a really big one here. It goes all the way down, gets to it, all the way down, gets to it, all the way down, starts to recover, still can't get over this, right? So in a lot of ways, this is what I said Mullen can do. Again, did any of my indicators let me know today was going to be the day that this was going to happen? No. All right. It happened on the CEO's letter to the shareholders. Listen to me. Okay. I genuinely believe that's BS news. All right. I don't think that there's anything sustainable or valuable in that. All you really got was a letter from a guy that's so much more richer than me. Vocab's not my thing, all right? But we got a letter from a dude who's probably living in a 17-bedroom, 16-bathroom mansion, all right? Like, again, maybe he's not, whatever, right? Either way, he's doing better than your chart reader boy over here, I'll tell you that. And it's easier for him to write a letter and say, oh, man, I can't believe we're this low. Oh, man, I can't believe we needed to do these 2 reverse splits. Oh man, I can't believe I'm still gonna have some lobster and steak tonight for dinner. What are you gonna have, bro? I don't think it's gonna be that. And that's the truth of it. Like, don't let this dude's letter kind of sway you from the realities of what these lines are telling me, all right? Again, red, green. Hey, this was a technical move, and that's all I think it was, all right? Maybe we'll go from here to here. I'm not here pretending it can't happen, all right? The goal would be, look at the box over there, all right? If this can break 80 cents, maybe 81, there's a reason to believe this will go to 97. That is, roughly speaking, another 25%, right? Because 20, 40, 60, 80, yeah, one of four. We're adding another 20 cents roughly, right? Like there is a small but healthy gap to be filled right there. Again, remember the realities that we get close, we fail, we get close, we fail, we get close and we stay on it for a while but fail. We try to do a fake. This 20 moving average has been much, much harder than this impossible 8 already. And hey, take a look at it. Take a look at it. We didn't break the 8 today. We definitely got really close. We closed today at 79. It's saying that the 8 is 79. Hey, being on the door and in the house are two different things, right? Like we didn't break, we didn't even get over the 8, right? So what's this doing after hours? I don't care. It's actually not doing much. And hey, I will say this, doing nothing is actually really, really good for Mullen. Because when you move 60 something percent day, generally you will fall about 10% or maybe go up 4. Nothing is actually not bad here. But again, I always say it, ignore post-market, all right? Post-market is how you get your hand stuck in the cookie jar. But look, again, there is actually, like I said, another 25% to be potentially made. And hey, I think the real money line is probably $1. All right, just get over $1 and there's actually, look at that, another 30% to be made, basically going all the way up to the 50 moving average sitting at 130, right? So again, different risk tolerances for different people. If, and I'm telling you that the if is so big, but if we get over the 50 moving average, this red line, which again, we actually have never even touched in that entire time, we were just like struggling with these two, right? But that's the money line, all right? If 130 breaks, oh, there's not a lot stopping it from getting here, all right? That said, I'm telling you, I barely think 90, I don't think this is gonna break $1. All right, I don't. I have to believe what I'm told, right? Like it struggled before, it struggled before, it struggled before. The best I'm willing to basically go to sleep on, right? And that's how I kind of control what I buy and sell. Like, am I really willing to hold a good amount of money on this and wake up to something either good or bad, right? Like, I'm maybe willing to say it'll test this. There's nothing for me to believe that it's going to break this until it does, all right? MACD is close to the 0. I think that's an interesting thing. It's obviously been going up a little bit too as this has been going horizontal. It's still not quite 0 yet. Look, for now, all I see is a low RSI that's resetting. That's probably going to go back down. That's what I have to anticipate unless the stock look, I can't stress that these are nothing more than just 4 little letters, all right? You can't put too much emotion into these. We will forget these at one point. Man, I remember so many hot 4-letter, 3-letter, 5-letter OTC, you know? Like the ones that I still remember to this day are like a minusculely small amount, all right? So just let these computer generated lines tell you what to do, not the emotion of your head. And man, more than anything, don't chase the dragon. On a worst case, I can easily see this slipping back down to 60 cents. 60 cents is basically 50% of today and basically the top of yesterday. Yeah, you can see it right there. It opened yesterday at 60. I think 60 is a very, very, very realistic possibility. That right there would be there's literally a chance for you to go up 20 cents, which is the same 20 cents you might go down. That's a little too risky for someone like me. Again, for someone maybe younger than me, for someone richer than me, for someone whatever than me. Hey, that's a fun little gamble that, hey, someone, I used to love those, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little crackhead gambler. I say that often, all right? But dude, that's way too 50-50. Like literally the numbers I have for tomorrow are 99 or 60. All right? I think it's going to be really, really hard for anything else. Maybe we'll doji like where we're at and just stay under 82 cents. All right. What's the bottom of this? What is this? What did you open at? 92 cents. Maybe 92 cents becomes the number because roughly speaking, it looks like that 20 is going down again. I don't know the math behind these, but yeah, maybe it's going down and 92 is the number. And maybe we can squeeze in that entry from this dollar range to 90. But again, the dollar also puts you over this little plateau. It's not much, I guess, but still it's something. So yeah, I think those are my thoughts on the daily. Let's take a look at the weekly. Look, the weekly is basically saying, hey, you got a shot to maybe go to 113. Again, that's the 8 average if you look in the box over there to the left, right? Just keep in mind, we've come close, we've fallen. We've come close, we've fallen. Are we going to try to come close again? I'm telling you, I'm not here to say I know for sure. What I am really here to say though is I don't think we're going to break 113, all right? On the daily, I just said I don't think we're going to break 1. Maybe the weekly's telling me, all right, maybe we'll come here basically to this little candle right here. I guess that kind of makes sense. There's a little bit of a plateau here. I think that's a line worth drawing. I think we'll take that off of the weekly. I think the number was 113, but whatever, 111 is good. I'm telling you, the lines that I draw are not here to be perfect. Good enough will make and save you a lot of money, all right? Again, don't buy this because of hype or some rich dude's letter. Again, I genuinely believe he might be a great guy that like donates to charity and stuff. I don't even know what the name of the CEO of this company is. All right, I'll be very, very honest. That said, homie is living better than me. Homie probably has no real issues if this goes down because he's still getting a better salary than me. I'm sure he's been CEO. Hopefully he's at least been CEO or C-level somewhere else. So he's had years and years of a 6-figure salary. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just keep all that in mind, all right? Look, again, the Discord group is still going. There's comments after I've been looking at that. Yeah, they're still talking. Okay, cool. NVIDIA, I see them talking about that. That was going to be the next thing I was going to cover on the next video. But what are we looking at now? Okay, we're looking at NVOS, all right? And yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, I covered it yesterday. Yesterday I said, look, in my opinion, this is either going to go up and confirm and run and fly from the 200, or it was going to come back down. Man, I'm telling you, the last hour was just signaling it was ready. It was growing and growing. Like, again, we're looking at the hourly chart right now. That hour was good. That hour was better. That hour looked like it confirmed. The last hour should have killed it, in my sincere opinion. That's where all the NVOS last final hour volume went. They got 124 million shares on this last single hour. I swear, in my humble, I have no crystal ball opinion, we would have easily taken at least half of that if that Mullen move didn't happen, and it would have destroyed this 23. That is my sincere opinion, all right? Okay, so dude, this last hour was so close. It just, I'm telling you, volume is king. This 50 line is nothing more than a C. If you're at the average of your hourly volume for the last 50 hourly candles, that's a C. And we went from F to D to C. That last hour would have been at least a B. And again, where did it go? Where did it go? It all went right here. It is what it is, all right? And again, I'm going to go to the Discord because, again, we were talking about it. Like, the people you see here talking about Mullen, we're talking about NVOS as well. It is what it is. Attention grabs volume. Volume, unfortunately, there's not enough volume for everyone. You got to remember that. And dude, that's what happened here. And it's sad. It is what it is, but look. I'll at least so far take it. Man, I can't believe volume's still dropping. I can't believe volume's still dropping, all right? That said, over the last few days, far more people are holding than selling, all right? This single candle, I said, canceled out those two. There was already several 100 million shares in the bank. We added another 60. More people kept 60,000 shares than they did sell it. Otherwise, this would be a red one, okay? So, you know, I'm at least seeing people are accumulating right now, all right? The one really big thing I gotta say, listen to me. I think it's really, really foolish. I said foolish weird, but I think it's foolish to have gap fill dreams right now. I do, okay? I think this 29-cent line will be really, really hard to break. And I actually think it's going to be harder to break for no like real reason, okay? But these gap fill borders, I'm telling you, are really hard to break. But if we can go from 20 to 29, that's almost 50%, all right? So just don't have this dollar plus dream, because that's going to make you throw away a really good profit if we hit 30. So keep that in mind. But look, overall on the daily, today was a better candle than a bad one. I actually wish we went just a little higher, because I don't think we broke 50% candle of this or of this. And it actually looks like, what did you close at? 20 cents. We're at like 20 cents is a really important line. It looks like it's going up after hours just based on those 21s. But I don't care about after hours at all. I think after hours is a really easy way to get trapped. That's what happened on this day and yesterday. All right. So for now, the expectation is 23 breaks. All right. What I do like is this little, it's not little, it is what it is, but it's a golden cross. The 8 has broken the 200. When a small goes above a big, you call that a golden cross, right? So it's still unfortunately living at that 15-cent world, but it seems like this is going to keep going up. I hope if we go down, we only go down to the 8. We never even retest this. But there's still plenty of room for this to go up. RSI is not that high, and MACD keeps the divergence going. Divergence just means two lines going away from each other. Those slopes are still, I still see, like, it might be flattening out a little bit right there, but yeah, I'm still okay with that. So we need volume. We need volume, and man, one more time, I'm telling you, if the last hour didn't have a mullen move, most of that little big green candle, I genuinely believe, would have come here and this would have broken it. But again, it is what it is, all right? So let's look at the weekly really quickly. Oh, man, all right, so far the weekly's, has it actually wicked it? Yeah, again, the high for this week so far has been 23 cents. The 50 average is 23. Do not underestimate the difficulty of breaking this 50, all right? It is no joke. The one thing, though, is if it breaks, again, break the 8, go to the 20, break the 20, go to the 50, break the 50, go to the 100, right? But the weekly chart simply takes longer than the daily, and that was a real big lesson I tried to teach on the last video, okay? So, again, overall, better than worse. Oh, it would have been such a different day if mullen didn't hit, all right? Okay, TTOO. Listen, I said yesterday there are more things to be scared about than things to be excited about. And I think today is actually another example of it. In a lot of ways, today was actually a good bad day. I don't actually talk about that often, but look, a red filled in is bad. A red outline is good. It's the same way I say, there's not a good one here. Let me just go back to NVOS real quick. It's why I say this one's good and this one's bad. The same thing actually applies here, okay? And what is it that I like? Look, let's open it. It opens at 0.46 and it actually closes up here at 0.48. It actually went up. More people made about 5%, roughly 2 cents right there, than they actually lost or broke even, right? So like there was actually a little bit of a flip to be made here, all right? That said, the daily had a doji on the 8 and fell under. Listen, this is not a big enough day after the doji for me to say, oh, that's the signal and it's coming down. However, MACD looks like it's about to slip the wrong way. RSI continued to trade red over green, and we want it the other way around. And again, volumes being bad. All right, people are unloading. The one thing to say is maybe the downward volume is ending and maybe we'll start seeing a green word up. I don't know. All right, but tomorrow, man, tomorrow, yeah, that's the number. I think 52 cents is the number for tomorrow. I was looking at this one when I was clicking, right? But it's basically 50% of this one. 51, 52. It's like arguably like somewhere right there. I wish I had more decimals, right? But it's basically a 0.519 or a very low 0.52. I think that's the safest place to consider a TTOO entry if you're not in it. And again, realistically, the best thing to do is actually wait for 62, because the same thing I said on NVOS, I'm going to say it here. This alone is a hard line to break. It's now actually starting to get a little too close to comfort to the 200, making it that much harder, all right? And man, as I zoom out, that's an even scarier RSI than it. Oh, excuse me, that was a bad burp. That was a little scarier of an RSI than it like actually looks. It seems like it shouldn't want to go any lower than 50. That's at least kind of what I'm seeing. Like, I think that's just a little too high. I think this was a little bit more this is a little bit more across this view because there's also a good like 50 hit right there. But oh man, I'm telling you, I still see more reason to think 34 than 62. All right. And end of the day, it's all because of the 8 moving. Look, good things happen over the 8 moving average. We have kind of creeped it below, but come up, creeped it below, but come up. These are the first 2 days we've closed. We are physically closed under. Again, none of those are confirmation bad, but it's more of a signal to say it's going to want to come down here, especially seeing what all these look like, right? So TTOO, again, I said this on Twitter. I think it was a really good one. I genuinely believe this is no longer a daily flyer, and we're now waiting to see if this thing's going to make a weekly move, all right? The weekly chart, clearly, it's 5 to 1 slower, right? Okay, I said that so dumb. Okay, it takes 5 daily candles for 1 weekly candle to finish, right? This is that much slower than that one, okay? So we're still waiting. Again, so far so good. We're still over 50% candle. All right, so like as ugly as these last couple days have been and no one wants to eat a 15% loss, hey, on the weekly, this is actually still relatively bullish, all right? You just, again, you got to know the time frame you're looking at, all right? But TTOO, I've got reason to believe it's going to come down to 34. As long as it stays at 45 by Friday, hey, so far so good, and anything better is going to be good, right? But yeah, the goal is march to this over the next couple weeks. That is what this thing is signaling, right? But the daily is more of the immediate what's about to happen, right? So yeah, I think that's all I got here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as well. Again, check out the Discord group. Its comments are in the YouTube comments. Otherwise, hey, thank you.